So, how are things down at your workplace? Plenty of recognition being called out? Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan and the author of Japan Sales Mastery. I was on a presentation yesterday and the speaker put up a very, very fascinating slide. It was a comparison of Japan, the UK and Germany. And we're now talking about what are people looking for? What are their key interests at work? For Japan, affiliation with the group was number one. And that's natural. Japan's very much a group-oriented society. No surprise there. Number two, very, very close to the first one, was recognition. And I was looking at that graph and I was thinking to myself, wow, that's interesting. People want recognition here in Japan for the work they're doing. I wonder how much recognition they're actually getting. In my experience, in most work sites, we really get very little recognition. You know, when you grew up in my era, you didn't even think about getting recognition from your boss. If you didn't get, yelled at and bawled out for making a mistake or something, you were pretty happy. Recognition, that's like another planet. But here we are in Japan. Workers want to be recognized. They want to be recognized for their contribution. Now, when Dale Carnegie did a study of the emotional drivers of engagement, one of the key factors was feeling valued. It's the same sort of thing, feeling valued. Your boss, your supervisor, helps you to feel that you are valued, that you're doing something in this company that makes a difference. Same idea with recognition, but actually how much recognition is going on? It's busy, right? We're busy, we've got our things to do, we've got our head down, we're going for it, and people are doing stuff, and they should be doing stuff because that's what they're getting paid for, and recognition, what is that? Work, 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 that's all we need to do around here. However, the graph or the study was showing, hey, that's not all that they want. They want to be told, we appreciate the contribution you make here. Appreciate that you're doing a good job. Appreciate your diligence. Appreciate your loyalty. Appreciate the long hours you're putting in Japan. For sure, they're putting in crazy long hours. But are we doing it? Now, I know myself as a boss, I have a great team. They work extremely hard. They're very loyal. But I think about myself, I'm really busy. Do I actually have that much bandwidth in my brain to remember to recognize them as much as I should? Now, I'm not saying I don't do it, but am I doing it as much as I should? And looking at that graph, it reminded me, I'm probably not doing it as much as they would like. Now, we often think that bosses are coaching and bosses are communicating with the staff, but if we took a transcript of the boss dialogue for a whole day, I'll guarantee you, most of that boss dialogue is going to be giving orders, chasing up stuff that needs to be done, and delivering people's performance evaluation on the spot in the sense of, this wasn't done on time, I'm not happy about that, rework that type of thing, right? So none of it's particularly positive. Why? We're under a lot of pressure, time poor, we abbreviate everything down to a few words because we've got to keep moving. So, let's think about that graph and that need for recognition on the part of our team, and let's try and build a little bit of time into our schedule there, because it doesn't take that much time. It's more about getting the time inside the brain here to think to do it, and look for opportunities where people are doing good work and just thank them. But don't just say, oh, good job, thank you. Be specific, because good job, well, what does it actually mean? Because they're doing many jobs, they're doing many projects, they've got many things on their plate. Which particular thing are we talking about that was good? And thank you, yeah, well, thank you for what? So if they did something that was good, like they finished the project paper on time or something, you might say, thank you. Getting that project done on time, getting the paper in on time really helps me, because that's going to give me the opportunity to present that to the board or present that to the big boss or whatever it might be. Or thank you for coming to the meeting and making those contributions. I really enjoyed the fact that you're able to speak your mind and tell us some things that we hadn't thought about. That's great innovation, thinking on your part. We need that around here. You're playing a great role. Thank you for doing that. So you've got to call out what was the precise thing that you're going to recognize. Don't leave it vague. Okay, vague is better than nothing. Let's be sure about that. But can we, if we're going to make that effort, can we just go that one step and call out specifically what we want to recognise. The statistics don't lie here. The study is showing Japanese team members want to be recognised. We as bosses, intellectually we know this, but in a busy life sometimes we tend to get swamped with emails, meetings, just nightmare all the time. Let's create a little bit of bandwidth there and just take that little time, give some recognition, make it specific. That way it'll be meaningful and it'll be credible. And if we do that, people will be much more motivated. And that would be a great thing, because that's the type of environment we all want to work in.